Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining me. I'm RJ, and you are awesome because I know that you want to be the best gift giver possible this holiday season for that special someone, maybe even yourself, that wants their first electric guitar this holiday season. I think that's awesome, and I'm here to help. And having made about 700 videos or so across 2 channels, I've reviewed a lot of inexpensive electric guitars, and I've learned a thing or two about who brings their A game and who brings their lame game. All right, we're here. But before we start building this package, I got one last thing I should mention, okay? I am not an affiliate for anybody that we're going to be taking a look at, okay? I don't get any discounts. I don't get any deals, okay? The links I'm going to provide you guys with are the same links that you can get just from going into your browser and copying and pasting. If I share those with you, they're going to be gigantic. So I am making them shorter. I'm going to use a service and make a shorter links. Some people are worried about links like this. You don't have to be. These links are going to take you to the exact same pages you're seeing here. They're the same thing as using these longer links. I'm just not going to clutter the page with stuff that is going to end up confusing anybody. By keeping them short, it's nice and neat. Okay? Great. Now, this right here, this is a set of Ernie Ball strings. These are the go-to strings for most guitar players. So it's perfectly fine to be introducing a beginner to these strings. They're good quality, and like I said, they're a go-to, and they're only $8. So these are going into our cart. So far, we're at $7.99. On to the next item. Now we're getting a guitar strap. And we could spend $25, $30 getting a leather strap or getting something that's a little more higher end, but there's no need to, because a lot of that stuff, even though it's higher end and you pay a little more, isn't necessarily better. What we're looking for in a guitar strap is one that's got metal on it. You see these areas here where that's these brackets, let's call them, these joining sections, they're metal on this one. On less expensive ones or cheaper made ones, they'll be plastic and they tend to break after a while. I've had them break after several weeks and several months. But when I buy these are relatively inexpensive, but they last. I've had them as long as 6-7 years with no issues. So this is a good option. And at $9, it's going to go into our cart. All right, now we start getting onto the good stuff. We're onto the amplifier. Now, as a beginner, you don't need a giant 50-watt amplifier. Trust me, I have a 50-watt amplifier in this room, and I can't turn it on past 1, 2. It gets so loud. What you need is something that's going to replicate good quality guitar tones, and it's going to be reasonably durable. And because we're talking about a beginner, ideally, it should allow this person to do other things with it other than just plug in and play. Right? It needs to be a bit of an assistant, a learning tool. So that's why we're going with the Donner Cyclops. It's a 5-watt amplifier that comes with a lot of built-in features. There's an app, there's a built-in drum machine, which is a step up from a metronome and a great way to work on timing. It comes with built-in effects, so you're not just stuck playing clean tones, which can get kind of boring after a while. We all like to explore, and a big part of exploring the electric guitar is the tones that come out of your amp. So this allows for that. You've got distortion, delay, reverb, all the good stuff. And it's all relatively easy to use. There's also a built-in guitar tuner. So you got everything you need right here. And these amps are only $80. And if you look closely, you'll notice that this one actually comes with a coupon code for saving another $5. We're not going to put that $5 on our total here. We're going to keep that $5, just so that we can see what the maximum total could be, okay? So our amp is $80, and that's going into our total. And now we get the guitar cord, something that sounds deceptively simple, but is very important for making everything work, right? Now, we're getting a 6-foot long cord, or basically 2 meters, right? Yeah, roughly about 2 meters long. They say it's 6 feet. Anyway, What we're looking for in a cord is one that is going to be noiseless, okay? This means it has proper grounding in the wiring, and ideally this wire should also come with a jack on the end that you can actually unscrew in case there's any issues with the wiring inside, and you can fix it yourself, which is actually a very easy thing to do. This is looked upon as being a plus and something that you should look for in a cable, as is the spring that you see connected to this same area. This spring actually helps keep the issue that you would have to fix with a soldering gun from happening in the first place. So this is actually a pretty good cable for a first cable, and we're going to put it into our cart. It's only $7. And with this, we're done with eBay. Now we're going to go over to teaseguitars.com. Okay, this is home to, I believe, are some of the best electric guitar deals that you can get on the internet. The owner himself works on these guitars. He makes sure that the factory overseas makes them right, and he handles every single guitar before it gets sent out. He does setups. I'm actually going to be there doing some of helping out with the next batch. They're totally legitimate guitars that are being used for up-and-coming bands that are recording their first album. There's one or two of them out in California who are doing that, I know, and there's one person here using a Tease guitar, at least one person here using a Tease guitar on Broadway. That's how professional these guitars can be, okay? And that includes the guitar that we're going to be buying today, okay? Now, let's go take a look. Okay, we are now here at teaseguitars.com, okay? I've been working with Tease Guitars for several years now, just so you know. I don't make any money on these guitars. I don't have a code for them, and I have no reason to lie to you about these guitars, okay? I don't want to give you any bad information. I'm not going to make any money off you if you buy them, right? Okay, these guitars really are the best that you can get on the internet right now. There are not a lot of models. It's a small company, but the guitars that they're making are done right. The owner makes sure they're right. They are that good. There are no compromises. We don't need to go into specs because that can get boring here. But there are literally no compromises made on these guitars. Excuse my fumbling. Top quality finishes, top quality parts, top quality wiring, and features that you normally see on guitars that are 3, 4, 5 times the price. No exaggeration. Stainless steel frets with ball ends, roasted maple necks. We got truss rods at the body, not at the neck. All that kind of stuff. If you're a hardcore guitar nerd, if you know one, bring them to this website, and they will tell you that on paper, at least, this is a really good deal. I'm here to tell you that as someone who's owned 4 of them and who's going to be getting at least one more soon, and probably several more down the road, they really are just that good, and every generation gets better. But I'm talking too much. Let's take a look. The guitars I'm talking about specifically are these here. We're talking about guitars like the Candy Apple Red ST1 SPR. This is a Strat style guitar. They really are great guitars, okay? And I don't even have this one. This is the next version. This is the best version of this guitar. I had the one before this, and I will never get rid of it. It's great. And this one is even just a little bit better, and it's the same exact price at $179.95. Okay? And when you compare this guitar to every other guitar in this price range, there's no comparison. There are no guitars under $200 that have every single spec that these guitars have. That's not an exaggeration. You can put me on a lie detector. You can take these guitars to a pro and compare them spec to spec with top line name brands. Let's put it that way, okay? So by buying this guitar and putting in the kit, you really are setting somebody up, because where other brands have their entry-level guitars, a way to get people involved and make a couple of dollars, this brand is doing what they used to do. Your first guitar is supposed to be just that, your first guitar of their brand, the one that tells you that this is the brand for you right away and that you stay with forever, right? Brand loyalty, that's what they're trying to build here. They want you to fall in love with this guitar and then come back and buy their next one and their next one and their next one. That's the mission, that's the goal. So now that I sound like a fanboy, I hope you get the idea that these guitars really are worth it. And they come with tons of colors, okay? We won't go into too much, but I do want you to see a few to give you an idea. That was the Candy Apple Red. In person, that's got a heavy metal flake. It's gorgeous. I actually have the Telecaster model, the Pro guitar, in Candy Apple Red. And I paid for it. I paid every penny for it. And I am totally happy. It's worth 4 times what I paid. Easy, easy. I'll compare it to anything that Fender has. Hands down, no problem. And this guitar will come out on top almost every time, I'm sure, if not every time. So it comes in this awesome Carolina blue. There's gold. There's amber burst. Where's my favorite? The Volca burst. Here we go. This is a lefty. There's lefties as well. Lefties are $10 more. It's a burst color, but what you can't see here is you can't see the metal flake. It's not represented well in images. It's gorgeous in person. I'm very jealous I don't have this color. But anyway, this is what we have, okay? Now, let's do a total of what we got, okay? Let me get out of here. All right, we're back, but I forgot one thing. I forgot to mention that when we buy a Tease guitar, we're also getting the gig bag too, okay? So we have our full package. We have our guitar with the gig bag, the amplifier, the cord, the strap, guitar picks, and even strings, okay? So we have everything that you normally find in the guitar package online, but we're spending about $312. But let's go over that, okay? I'm gonna add it up on this, and I'll put it up here on the PC, on the video for you, all right, as we go. So we're starting with this guitar strings at $7.99, all right? We're adding that to our guitar picks at $309, right? That comes to $11.08 so far if you're doing a running total, okay? Next was the guitar strap at $8.99. Now we're just over $20 at $20.07. Right, and now we got the amplifier. Now, we're not going to use the discount because you may or may not be able to get that yourself. So we're going to just total it at $79.98, which was the price, okay? So $79.98. We're just over $100, $100.05. Okay, and so far we've got the amplifier, the strap, the guitar picks, the strings, and at $690, that's our guitar cord. We're at everything but the guitar now is $106.95 before sales tax, okay? And we're adding that to $179.95 US, right? All right, so now we got $286.90 plus our sales tax, which is $25.32. So 286.9. We get a total of $312.22. Okay? So for $312.22, we put together a guitar kit, a guitar package that puts a beginner in the absolute best situation to succeed. Okay, we didn't just give them something that would satisfy an immediate need on a holiday that's going to end up in the back of a closet. We gave them something that is going to be with them forever. Ideally, a guitar that will impress them so much that they will keep playing, and the tools to keep doing that, to keep learning. right? By giving that amplifier with all those built-in tools and all those extra effects to keep building interest, then we really have set this person up for success, okay? So if you're looking to buy a guitar kit for the holiday season, I suggest this is the kit to buy. If you would like to spend a little extra, I suggest you keep everything in the package the same, just upgrade the guitar to the other one that they sell at Tease Guitars. It's a Tele style guitar, and it truly is a pro level instrument, okay? I didn't feature it here because we really were worrying about building a kit for a true beginner. But given the fact that the Telecaster comes in at $295 and is really a pro level instrument that should cost about $1,500, you wouldn't be making a mistake to spend up another $125 and go from a $312 package to something that's closer to $450. Okay, just putting that out there. I'm going to put this, like I said earlier, I'm going to put the links, the modified links, the shortened links in the description in the video. Please do with them what you will. I hope you use them. I hope you end up being the best giver of the holiday season. If you pick a Tease guitar, you have a really, really good chance of doing just that, because these guitars really are that good. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I wish you all the best this holiday season. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. And to everybody else who I may have missed, you have a happy holiday as well. All right? You guys have been awesome. I've been RJ. Until the next one, take it easy.